Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Vibrant Soul Tarot and I am so happy to have you here today. Today's reading is all about what your person tells their friends about you. So I just want to be clear, this doesn't just have to be their friends. This could be their family. This could be just anyone that they talk about you with. And I kind of have a funny feeling that some things are going to come up as well. That's just kind of how they feel, that they're probably too afraid to even say. So because that's kind of how these things work, you know, and I love it for that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We have these 4 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, we have the Modern Witch Tarot with this Amethyst Tower. Pile number 2, we have the Weaver Tarot with this Amazonite Heart. Pile number 3, we have the Rider-Waite Tarot with this piece of calcite. And pile number 4, we have the Tarot in Wonderland with the Crescent Moon Swan Jasper. So take your time if you need to. Pause the video when choosing your pile. If you're drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly normal. They probably say multiple things about you, hopefully good stuff, you know. But when you're ready and you have your pile, just go ahead and go straight to the description box and I will post the timestamps and you can click right on the timestamps and I will see you straight at your pile. I can't wait. Bye. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading if you chose the Modern Witch Tarot deck and the Amethyst Tower. Then these messages are for you. So let's go ahead and just get straight into it about what your person tells their friends about you. All right, Spirit. So what does Pile 1's person tell their friends about them? Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. Ooh. Okay, so I think that's already enough. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Tower. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And I pulled some oracles to get a little bit more context. So let's go ahead and see what you have. We have Heart with a Key. We have I Like You. That's cute. Okay. We have Mirror. Karmic Relationship. We have Codependency. And we also have Engagement. Okay. So the first thing I want to say about what your person tells their friends about you is the fact that we had this Ace of Wands come out means that they say that they are like very attracted to you. I feel like the Ace of Wands represents their passion for you. And it's almost like when it came out, I got like a visual of like a lit flame. So it's like you lit them up in some way, or you light them up in some way. And so that just means that they really like are attracted to you and attracted to this connection. We also have Heart with a Key right under it too. So that means that they honestly, I feel like they tell their friends, or they've been thinking that you are the one, because it says meeting the one on there. And that they are just like, basically when you think of like a heart and a key like this, you think of like this person completes them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have the key, you have the key to their heart, basically is what I'm trying to say. So that's really cute. And then the fact that we have I Like You, you know, that it's really fun and flirty. They just feel like alive when they're with you. The mirrors and the karmic relationship here, especially because we have the 10 of Swords right here, I feel like they tell their friends about like what has happened. This might be like venting and things like that. I feel like they say that it hasn't been easy, or that you guys have gone through your hard times, and they might talk about that as well. But we do have the 8 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Tower. So that shows me that they are very interested. They say that you're worth changing for. You know, I don't know how much like action they've taken on this, but they definitely tell people that because they feel so strongly about you, that they want to change and they're trying to be better. Because it is a page of wands, you know, I feel like this might be still in the beginning stages of that, and that's perfectly fine. But definitely with the tower means that they're going through drastic changes, and I feel like you've inspired them to do this. And so that's really, really awesome. The codependency right here, like straight off the bat, is telling me that they feel so drawn to you that it's like a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they tell their friends that they just can't get away from you. Like, no, even if they've tried in the past, they're like, I can't be without this person, you know? And I feel like it's really beautiful. It might be, on both ends too. Like, you might feel that way too. And honestly, if I'm saying things, oh yeah, I do want to put, I forgot to say, so this is like coming from their perspective. So if there's anything that sounds like untrue, or you're like, no, I don't feel that way, but I could see how they would think that, then that's exactly why. It's because that's what they think. And also, if you feel like a lot of this is how you feel too, then that just means you guys are mirroring, and we have mirror right here. So that's why I was thinking, like, you know, you might feel this way too. You know, this might be like how you feel. So that just is something that's super common, especially in connections like this. So yeah, I forgot to put that little disclaimer in the beginning. But so the engagement right here means that they want to take it to the next level with you. They may even have talked about like a future with you with their friends, and they've talked about maybe like proposing or something like that. Again, I don't know how like that early stages is, but the fact that we have like this heart with a key, they're like, I can see myself being with this person forever. Yes, of course, we do have our challenges and things like that. And so this is how I'm like feeling like they're saying it. Like, yeah, we do have our challenges. We've been through a lot. And I heard when I said that, like, that they feel like they've been through so much with you that they're not gonna just give up like so easily, or they're not willing to let the past completely like destroy what they had. Okay. Yeah, let's see what else. With the Eight of Cups right here too, I feel like they're trying to get away from the things that don't serve them. I don't think this is them like walking away from you. I think this is them realizing that there's just things that they can do and things that they can't do that works and doesn't work. Again, this means that they're going through a lot of changes, and I feel like with this Ten of Swords too, they're kind of just fed up with maybe some of the problems that were in this connection, and so they're trying to get advice from their friends or their peers, whatever. I feel like they're trying to get advice on like how to make it better. I don't think that they're like talking like crap about you and they're saying these bad things. I literally think that they're just looking for advice. And another thing with mirror as well too, I feel like they view you as just like, for some of you, I feel like it's like they think that you're just almost exactly like them. It's almost like they've met their match, and it's like you're like whatever gender you are, like if you're like the female version of them or the male version of them or whatever gender you claim, that doesn't really mean anything. But you know what I'm saying? Like how people say like, oh, this person's like the girl version of me, or this guy's like the guy version of me. You know what I'm saying? And so it doesn't matter what gender, obviously. That has nothing to do with it. It's just that they feel like you're just like their match, like that you are like them, almost maybe to a point where they're like, oh God. But yeah, and then with I like you right here too, it's like, it's really cute. I just feel with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck, you know, they want to offer you some sort of stability. They maybe want to offer this type of change to you, but it's just feels like it's very slow and steady, and it's a process, and they're trying to process it, or they're trying to even like figure out. And I feel like maybe some of them are like not even used to like doing these types of things or wanting these types of things with maybe a significant other. Like this could be a person that wasn't really relationship material before. That doesn't have to be the case, but I'm definitely getting that for some of you. That's a message here. And so with that being said, like this is all just like very new to them when it comes to like having feelings this strong, or this is new to them like when it comes to like wanting to change their ways for someone. So I feel like they want you to be patient with that, especially with this Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. They do want you to have patience with them, and they do want you to know that they are trying, I guess. But, you know, it's just, everyone's different. Everyone has their own obstacles, and everyone, you know, the relationships just, they're not that easy. But I definitely feel like this is a connection where this person is not going to let up so easily. They do want a higher commitment with you. I think they're just in the beginning stages of recognizing what needs to be changed in order to have this long-term, long-lasting, healthy relationship that they want with you. I mean, the passion here and the want and the drive is undeniable, honestly, but I just feel like, just what I said, I just feel like they're still like in the baby stages of commitment. Now, that doesn't mean like the baby stages of your connection. Like, you guys could be together for a long time. It's just everyone has their own process and their own pace and things like that. And I guess every relationship, you realize certain things on your own. With this Queen of Swords, though, they do view you as someone that's very strong. That's also speaks their truth. I feel like they view you as someone who is completely capable of, you know, making the correct decisions, and they like that. Also, for some of you, they feel like you might... Sorry, I was getting like a message and I'm trying to put it in words. It's really interesting. For some of you, they feel like you might walk away from them because they don't have their shit completely put like together, but that's kind of a worry here for that. Like, they almost feel like you're too good for them, or they feel like you might leave them, or maybe you have in the past for some of you, I don't know, but it's like they're scared that you're gonna make the right choice to walk away. And I say right choice because this is just coming from like I'm channeling like their feelings, what they say. And so, like, you know what I'm saying, and then there's a fear here of them walking away as well too. They know it's gonna hurt like hell with this Ten of Swords if you do decide, or if you have decided to do that. So that is kind of some inspiration as well for them to change and get their shit together as well. So this is all in all, it's there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of sparks and like interests and things like that. I just feel like also there is a lot of triggers. This person could have been triggered a lot within this connection, and so have you. And this is something that they talk about obviously with their friends. I just feel like there's a lot of things that they've learned or that they have to learn still. And I like on this karmic relationship, though, I don't know if you can see it because I think there's like a glare right there, but it says like letting go and loving you. And so that is so cute. So that is like kind of like, that's them deciding that nothing else really matters, that they're willing to just like do whatever it takes to get their shit together, to, you know, to just love you. And it's because they feel so attached to you. And they want this higher commitment with you, but they are recognizing that there are things that need to be changed here. And so I feel like that's kind of important too, because maybe, the reason why you need to see this video is because maybe you're like thinking that they don't recognize it, or that they don't care, or they don't want to change and stuff like that. But there definitely is some recognition here that they do need to take some steps, because they do feel like, you know, you might leave if that was the case. And so they want to be better. How they do that though, I don't know, but they want to be better. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get some. These are like some messages. They say they're basically like channeled messages, and so we're going to get some more insight about what they tell their friends. So wow, the first thing we have is like, I'm lost, and I feel like that's like almost like I'm lost without you, or because they're going through these like drastic changes. It's like it feels like all like new to them, or like different. Okay, I feel like it's really like they're like tell their friends like, I'm lost without this person though. And some of you may even be in separation. I can definitely see that being possible too with this Queen of Swords and this Eight of Cups and this Ten of Swords. But and if you are in separation with this person, or maybe you were thinking about it, this person feels completely lost, like without you, like they don't even know what to do. Okay, so what else do they tell their friends, Spirit? Oh, we have you make me feel alive. That's definitely that energy with that Ace of Wands I was getting, like that spark. That's beautiful. And so obviously, you know, they probably don't say like they make me feel so alive. Well, they might to their friends, but you get the point. It's like this is just how they feel. Okay. Because if you're like, that sounds like nothing that they would say. It's like they probably say it in like a way that their friends would understand, or their whoever they're talking to, or maybe this is just how they feel. Again, like I think I said that in the beginning. I was like, there's probably going to be some messages that they feel that they're too afraid to say, because that happens a lot of the time too. Sometimes we don't always say how we feel, even though we should, but it's hard. Okay, any more messages? I feel codependent. Oh my gosh. And we have codependency right here. So this is like what I was saying, that they feel so attached to you. Like that if you were to leave them, or if you did leave them, then like they feel so lost. They just like love you so much. It might even be like an obsession. I'm getting like devil energy, like the devil card, obviously, like not like they're like the devil, but like but the devil card. And so yeah, that is definitely some codependency. Maybe they might be a little bit obsessive too, a little bit jealous, you know, a little bit triggered by your past, or anybody that tries to get in the way of you two. They might be a little crazy, but yeah, they definitely feel very attached to you. They feel literally dependent on you. So maybe that could be like maybe that could just be like they feel dependent emotionally, or maybe even financially for some too. It just depends, but whatever it is, they feel like they can't live without you. Very strong feelings. I just heard too, like Spirit saying like maybe some of you are watching this and that you didn't even know that this person felt that way. And I'm like, that's so funny, because that's exactly what these readings are for. Like some of you are probably like, I had no idea. All right. Ooh, we have convince me. That's interesting. I'm going to put that one right there. Okay, so the message with the convince me, oh my gosh, at the bottom of the deck, they have, I dislike you right now. What did you do? Did you leave them? No, I don't know. That doesn't even have to be a part of it, but it could be, because maybe they could be mad. Maybe you guys could have had a fight or something, or maybe you guys had like a little disagreement or whatever. And so, because it doesn't say like, because there's like cards in there that say like, I hate you, I think, or like, I don't love you. But, so that one's a gentle one. Don't get like sad. They're like, I dislike you right now. It's kind of cute. Like it's almost like, they're just like, It's almost like, it reminds me of like when a little kid's like, when a little baby's like, you're not my friend anymore. Like, but they obviously don't mean it. They're going to be like, they're going to come back in like 5 minutes and be like, do you want to play or something? You know what I'm saying? It's cute. That's what it reminded me of. But, anyways, so maybe this person feels a little bit insecure about this connection as well. So I feel like with this convince me, they have to they may need constant reassurance that you still like them, or that you love them and stuff like that. And obviously I don't think that's your problem, or like a problem that you created, pile one. I feel like maybe this is just something that they are dealing with themselves. This is something that, you know, like these triggers are triggering. Maybe if you're just like the type to kind of just do whatever, or just chill all day, or you know what I'm saying, and you're not like really like as codependent as them, this is very triggering for them. So they're like, you know, you have to prove to me that you love me and blah, blah, blah. Hopefully they don't actually say it like that, but maybe they do. But basically they're like, they need to constantly be reassured or constantly convinced that like you still like them. Like maybe if you don't even talk to them for a day, or like if you're like at work or you're busy or something, you know, and like you haven't had a chance to text them, they're like freaking out. They're like, do you even still like me, type of energy. And it's kind of cute, but yeah, I can see that does get very codependent, and that probably is something that they need to work on. But yeah, let's get some more channeled messages. I think we're gonna do, yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, that's way too many. Okay, so this one came out earlier and it's at the bottom, so I felt called to say it. It's I'm always here for you. Okay, so we have my power is at an all-time high. Ooh, so that could be like maybe there's like a power play here. Like maybe this is like a very tug-of-war type of connection too. Like maybe someone feels like it's like someone has the power and then the other times they feel weak and then the other person has the power. I hope that's not the case, but this is, or maybe it's just about them gaining their power back and you gaining your power back as well within this connection. And ooh, we have 111. I feel like that number is actually really significant to this pile. Oh my gosh, it's pile 1. 111. So be mindful of your thoughts, but you know what you put your energy into. Protect your energy as well as you know, think positively if you want positive results. Now I don't like that like toxic, like you know, that toxic where everyone's like you have to be positive all the time or else bad things are gonna happen to you. Like, no, I just feel like maybe this is almost like a look on the bright side kind of thing. And then also, you know, you could be in the midst of trying to go through positive changes right now, so to be mindful of like not slipping back into old patterns and old ways and things like that. And so this could also be for them as well too. So we have you're right. And that's so funny that I just feel very strongly like maybe a lot of you just had like an argument with this person, or maybe you just had something go on, or maybe just like a little separation or something like that. And so like they're maybe very stubborn at this time right now. And so like they just want to let you know that you were right. It could be, or maybe that if you feel like you made a hard decision, or you had to make a decision and you don't feel like it's right, this is kind of clarification that you were right for that. Okay, pile 1. And you're the only one who understands me, and keep going, you got this. Oh, I always feel like keep going, you got this is just like whatever, you know, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, whatever it is that you're trying to do, even if that's just in your own healing journey and your own growth, or doing what it is, maybe even setting boundaries, because a lot of these times these come from this person's higher self, at least these end ones do. And so this person would never say like, oh yeah, keep going like with your boundaries or blah blah blah, but like, you know, their higher self would. And I feel like it's whatever you're doing, pile 1, healing, working on yourself, trying to fix whatever commitment it is for your greater good of both of you. So that's why it's like keep going, you got this. And then you're the only one who understands me. I definitely feel like this is that person. You know, it's really interesting. I just got a message with this too. It's like this is a reading about what they tell their friends. And so the fact that they say that you're the only one that like understands them is like maybe that they're trying to explain themselves or explain how you guys are to their friends, and like they don't even understand. And so that's why that makes them feel even more attached to you. They're like, I can't even talk about you to my friends or whatever without them, you know, not understanding just the way that you guys are. Like maybe this is just a type of connection that it's like only you two get it, or you two get each other. And so that's really interesting. So they do feel like you are the only one that understands them and things like that. And then again, I'm drawn to that I'm always here for you. So like no matter what, they are always going to be there for you. I feel like they do seem like very, very reliable to an extent. You know, I don't know everything, so I say to an extent, but when it comes to maybe a listening ear, they just want you to know that they are always here for you and stuff. So very cute, very beautiful energy. I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much if you stayed the whole time, pile 1. Please like and subscribe as well so you never miss another reading, and I will see you again. Bye. Hi. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Weaver Tarot and this Amazonite heart, then these messages are for you. So let's go ahead and just get straight in to what they say about you to their friends. Okay. So Spirit, what do they tell their friends about Pile 2, please? All right. Okay. So we have the Seeker of Cups in reverse, which is the Knight of Cups. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. We have the Five of Cups in reverse, as well as the Ruler of Wands in reverse, which is the King of Wands. Okay. And the Ten of Cups. That's so interesting. All right. So I got some oracles already pulled to save some time. The bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups in reverse, and that is definitely noted. I'm going to keep that on the side. Sorry if you can't see it, but I told you. Okay. We have Not Today. We have Kisses. I love that. Kisses. Self-indulgence. Hand of Cards. Clock. We have Romantic Feelings. And we have Reconciliation. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so Pile 2, this person is still very upset or very hurt from the past of this connection. They tell their friends that they definitely are feeling this, and I definitely see that they tell their friends that they are thinking about maybe reaching out to you, contacting you, but they just don't feel like they can right now. I feel like whatever has happened, they just don't feel strong enough or willing enough to face you right now for some reason. And so but what they do tell their friends is, that's why when this Ten of Cups came out, I'm like, that is so interesting, because we have all of this energy of hurt and of losses. They definitely feel some very significant loss here. And I do feel like a lot of these are in reverse because they're kind of blocking out how they feel right now. They might be very out of touch with their emotions because they don't want to face this type of loss right now at the moment. And I do feel like they're going to eventually, but it's just like I said, right now, like they just can't deal with it. But the Ten of Cups here is saying that they do feel like you are someone that brings them so much love and so much joy. They could have even wanted a family with you and things like that with this Ten of Cups. This is the ultimate goal. And the fact that we also have romantic feelings right here means that if you had any doubts about that this person does not still love you or does not still want to be with you, then I can see why you would have those doubts, because I do feel like they are kind of keeping to themselves right now. They're not really showing you how they feel or maybe even reaching out to you, but they do feel that way. And this is how they tell their friends. And I feel like this is one of the reasons why that they feel so strongly in this. We have the Five of Cups here. They're very focused on the past right now and past losses. That seems to completely have their attention. The Ruler of Wands right here too, the King of Wands, tells me that they have a loss of direction and they might feel powerless when it comes to this connection at this time. And so they could be taking this type of action in almost a way to regain their power back. And I feel like they are focusing in on themselves right now. They do say, because we do have Kisses right here though, they do say that they love you no matter what. Like, I just feel like no matter all of whatever you guys have been through, in this situation, they still love you and they still have feelings for you. And it's something that they're trying to deal with. Like, normally that would be a good thing, but I think right here they're like, I don't know. It does feel very emotional. It does feel like maybe they are opening their heart chakra a bit too, because it feels, the energy of this reading right now feels very heavy. It almost feels like it's swelling up to where it's going to explode. And that's could be how they feel. I feel like this pile needs to cry as well too, for whatever reason. I just feel like they have a lot of emotions that are held up, which makes sense because we do have the Knight of Cups in reverse as well here too. For some of you, they could have maybe not been the best in the past with this Knight of Cups in reverse. They could have maybe not worn their heart on their sleeves, I guess, for the most part. And I feel like they do regret that. They do wish that they would have told you maybe a little bit more how they felt. But I just feel like for the most part, this is just like they have a lot to say to you, and they have a lot that they want to express to you that they're probably expressing to their friends or to their family or whatever right now. But they just can't do it. They just need time. And we do have clock right here that's saying it needs time, take time, time to heal and progress. And, also cycles as well too. So yeah, so I definitely feel like this person is focusing on themselves right now. They do have some shadow work that they need to do, I feel, when it comes to the past and releasing the past. And I feel like for most of you, this doesn't even have to be 100% with this connection. Obviously, I feel like a big part of it is within this connection, but I feel like this was triggering maybe things from their past. It could even go all the way back to their childhood and things like that. So they have things that they need to work on. The fact that we have not today really just signifies again that they are avoiding right now. They're still probably very angry. I feel like they're avoiding you for the most part, or they might even be avoiding talking about this altogether. I do feel like they do express, somewhat how they feel, but because we have all this blocked energy right here, it's like they're literally just avoiding how they feel, running from their feelings as much as they can. But obviously the feelings for you are still there, and they do want to reconcile because we have reconciliation. And I feel like they do talk about that with their friends, that they do wish that they could start over with you, get back with you, whatever the case is here. But there's just so much I feel that has happened that they're not able to really do that right now. They love you regardless, like unconditionally. And I feel like for some of you, if they definitely aren't reaching out, they do wish they could say that at this time. But I just feel like they have this wall up that's like almost it's not even just like boundaries, it's like a brick wall at this time, and they're not letting anyone in because of how they feel. I don't know what happened exactly here, but this person is definitely out of touch with their emotions, and I feel like it's building up and it's building up and it's building up to the point where it's going to explode and break through. And I do feel like this person is going to reach out to you soon. I just don't know obviously when. I can't tell you exactly that, but I can tell you that it's on their terms. So whenever they feel right now, I feel like maybe this might be very frustrating for you, pile two. But yeah, they're kind of, I just feel like right now they're focusing on themselves. It's almost like they just want to feel safe. And I don't know what that's about, but that's like a message that I got here. They're just trying to feel safe. I don't know why they felt unsafe in this connection or in the past or things like that, but they're trying to just get it together. Very interesting. Let's get some... I still want to talk about the tarot as well too. Actually, right now before I do that, I want to talk about this Five of Cups and the Six of Cups in reverse. This person is really holding on to past events, past losses, and past things that have happened. They're just really, I feel like when it comes to you, when they think about you, and when they, what they say to their friends and what they talk about is focused mainly on the past and things that have gone wrong. And this could be, you know, part of the issue or why, or maybe this is something that they need to heal from in order to release it and then to move on, because the 10 of Cups here again signifies that they do have so much love for you and they feel so strongly about you, and that they do want to make this work. It's just they just can't, they can't let it go. It's like they just need to let go, and it's very frustrating. I can see why you'd be watching this right now. It's very frustrating. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some channeled messages. Spirit, please tell me a little bit more about how they feel, about what they say to their friends. Whatever pile 2 needs to hear right now, really, I think. You make me feel things. Yeah, and I think that's the problem for you, pile 2's person. They think that the problem is that you do feel these things and you're scared. I think they're scared, and that's why they want to feel safe. That's so sad. This is like some inner child healing that they need to do. Like they're so emotional and so scared, and they would just want to feel safe again. And I feel like, I don't even know like what has happened, but they could have just been very fearful of their own feelings in this connection. It's very sad. The 2 of Cups in reverse as well too is telling me, again, it could be a separation, but it's telling me too that there was a significant event here, or something that happened that split this connection, or that stopped this connection from being in harmony. So this is obviously, I feel, in regards to whatever they're not trying to deal with, or they don't want to talk about right now at this time, or they're avoiding their emotions. And it's like, you make me feel things, and it's like, they're like, I'm not used to feeling these things, and they're like, whatever. It's giving me kind of very runner energy, like this person runs from commitments and runs from things and stuff like that, and then they found you, or they ran into you, pile 2, and they're like, I don't, where you make them feel so strongly, and they're like, oh my god, holy shit, like this is everything that I've been trying to avoid my whole entire life. Oh, but they want more. They just they have things that they're going through, and they need to learn to get in touch with their emotions, and they need to know that it's okay to feel things, and that it's okay to have pain. Like, we all go through things that make us hurt, but avoiding it isn't making it any better. And I feel like that's something that they're probably used to doing. Like, that's why I'm getting this avoidant energy, this running energy, and it might be making things worse for you, for them, and also for just this situation here. It's like something that they're gonna have to face regardless. It's very interesting. But let's go ahead and get some more. What is how do you need to hear? Some more channeled messages. Don't let me go ever. Oh, pile 2. This person wants to reconcile with you. They feel very strongly, and they don't. It's like almost like a self-sabotage type of energy too. It's like they can't. Their avoidance is affecting this connection completely, but they can't see you with anyone else, or they don't want you to be with anyone else, and they don't want you to let them go, but it's like they push you away. Jeez. Okay, let's get a couple more. And I'm actually drawn to this deck again as well too. It keeps calling my name, which means that Spirit wants to use it, so we'll do that too, probably instead of the other channeled messages. Or maybe we'll do it all. Hey, I got time. All right, focus. I love how I talk to myself. I'm always like, focus. I have to, or else my brain goes into another dimension. It's nuts. Anyway, so any more feelings for pile 2? Any more things that they wish they could say to pile 2, or that they tell their friends about pile 2? Commit to me. They want you to be committed to them, but they have a fear of that as well. again, this could have been because at the bottom we have I can't commit to you. Like, what? And it's I'm scared. Okay, yeah, I'm pulling those. That makes... There we go. Finally, you admit it, pile two's person. I'm like so I'm invested in this now. I'm in your connection now, pile two. Totally kidding. Okay, so we have commit to me, but I can't commit to you, and I'm scared. Okay, yeah. That sums it up right there. They're like pile two's person, man. Okay, so really it's like they have these such strong feelings for you, and they expect you to be 100% committed to them and you know, full, like, and not let them go ever. But they're so scared that they're running from this connection at this time for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And I can see that that's so frustrating. That's almost self-sabotaging, and that it just doesn't really make much sense. But I think it does to them. It does to their brain that's wired to run from these things, but also want to hold on to them as well too. It's very opposing forces. It's very ironic. It's like a paradox. All right. Okay, this deck's been calling to me, so let's see what it has to say. What messages do we have for pile two? Messages for pile two. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so first one we have flying out is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. Wow, that's exactly what I feel. And I honestly feel like this card was coming out, pile two. Not to call you out or anything like that, but I do feel like this is something that you need to hear too. This is something that you both need to do, is if you want to move on from this, whatever has happened in the past, and start fresh with this person, or this person, you know, whether that's what they want. I feel obviously very strongly like you both kind of want this, and you both want to move on from this. Then, you know, releasing and healing from the past is something that it needs to be done. And I feel like it's something that this person is resisting right now. But this message is coming to tell you that you can definitely still do that. Even if this person is not able to do it, it's still better if one person does it rather than none, you know. And you can't control how other people heal from things or if they release things or whatever, but you can control how you do it yourself. And so I feel like that's why this message really wanted to come out as well. And then at the bottom we have getting to know each other again. So like basically this is again like what you're not going to be able, and this person obviously too, they're not going to be able to be as vulnerable, and because it says reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And so that is vulnerability, and you're not really going to be able to be as vulnerable if you have all these trust issues, or if you have these fears, and if you have these things. So this is something that I feel is very, very vital for this connection altogether, is that, you know, you have to release this past, and you have to either forgive, and it's like, and it's all your choices, you know. If one or the other can't forgive, then that's fine, but you have to, you know, make a decision here, and instead of stringing this along. And I feel that this is very hard for this person. It's very interesting and it's very sad. I do feel like they're taking some steps. I just feel like they need time. This is one of those things where it's like only time will tell. And maybe this is something that is also very fresh. This is something that is very triggering and hard, and that's okay. So maybe to be gentle and to have patience as well with this connection and this person, because I don't feel at all that this is over in any sense of the word. I just feel like it's almost like this connection's at a crossroads. Like if you know you can't release the past, then it's gonna stay stuck and stuff like that. And so this is obviously a reoccurring message here that is trying to get your attention. Try something new. Today is your day, beautiful. And we've met before. Past life connection too. I feel like try something new today is honestly like their higher self is saying, oh, you're 444, you're on your path and guided. I feel like it's really saying to like, to kind of get out of your head as well. Maybe this person's higher self wants you to not dwell so much as just like they're doing too. I feel like you guys both might be doing that a bit. And so maybe to get out there and try, you know, just do something. Also being vulnerable and things like that is something that's new and that maybe hasn't, or I don't know, whatever trying something new means to you, I guess. I can't tell you how to feel or what to do. And I wouldn't even try. Okay, it's the truth and protect your energy. Okay, so protect your energy is kind of like what I was feeling with this. Like, try something new, kind of get out of your head, protect your energy, that, you know, you don't need to dwell so much. Of course, things happen, things come up, memories come up in our head that we can't control and stuff, but just remember to come back to the present, that there is peace here, that that you don't have to constantly, even though you've been, excuse me, I just burped, which means is a sign of releasing as well too. But you don't have to be so in your head, and you can protect your energy and just maybe have a little bit more fun, be a little bit more playful. It's the truth. They could be referring to this reading like it's the truth. I'm saying that because that's kind of the message that Spirit gave me right now, that, you know, there's some truth that you guys aren't willing to face, and to speak your truth and to face your truth as well too is kind of the message right there as well. But like I said, I think you guys just need a lot of time. It literally says clock needing time and things like that. And so only time will tell what this person is going to do, if they're healing and things like that. But like I said before, you can control what you do, and forgiveness is something that I feel like is very, very vital if you want this connection to move on and you want this reconciliation as well. So I'm going to leave your reading here, pile 2. Thank you so much. If this resonated, please like and subscribe so you never miss another one, and I will see you again. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Rider-Waite Tarot deck and this piece of calcite, then these messages are for you. So let's go ahead and see what your person tells their friends about you, or what do they talk about with their friends about you. All right, Spirit, so can you give me some information about what they tell their friends about pile 3? Okay, so the first card we have coming out is Death. We have the World. Okay, so maybe it feels like the end of the world for them. I do feel like already that this pile is in a separation, like very strongly, but that's that's one message I got from there. Like they feel like their world is ending. Let's get some more cards though. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, and we have the Hierophant and the Empress. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. And then the bottom of the deck now, we have the 3 of Swords. So that's really interesting too. I say that with everything, huh? I'm like, that's interesting. It is. It's not like I'm lying though. All this stuff is really interesting. Probably in like every pile you can hear me. I'm like, interesting. But it is interesting stuff, you know? Okay, so I pulled some oracles just for the sake of time saving. So let's go ahead and see what you've got. We have the Grim Reaper right by Death too. That is eerie. Okay. We have Addictions. We have Mask. We have Love. We have Photograph. We have Passion. We also have Finances and Career. And then we also have Past Life Relationship. This one, when it came out, that was really interesting to me. I feel like this person has realized that this connection is way more deeper than they ever thought, you know, maybe when you guys were starting out. And so they've realized so much with this connection, like when that card came out, that this isn't your guys' first rodeo, and that they felt so strongly that they've known you before, or they've maybe when you guys first started like coming in contact, like they felt like they could trust you, or whatever the case is. Like this just it just feels a lot deeper, on another deeper level. So the fact that we have this separation here, I feel like is very painful to them, and they do express that as well. I feel like with this mask, they definitely regret, or they tell it's okay. So this is like a two-way message here for some of them, or it could be both. Like, honestly, I feel like inside they regret not showing their true selves and being as vulnerable as they wanted to be in this connection. And that probably caused a lot of this, heartache and this pain because of it. And then also with their friends, they probably don't express their true feelings as much as they want to as well, to get maybe advice and things like that, because I do feel like this person has a fear of being super vulnerable and getting hurt. And this may have manifested in the fact of them getting hurt regardless. It's funny how those things work out like that though. But okay, so let's talk about the tarot, and then we're going to talk about the oracles, or maybe I'll go back and forth, just however the messages go. There's just a lot here. Okay, so I definitely feel like with this Eight of Wands, they want to take action towards you, but they're not right now. And I think it's because of the circumstances of the situation and everything that's has happened. But the Hierophant and the Empress is really telling me that they are kicking themselves, and they want something so long term with you, because they view you, I feel like you're sitting in this Empress energy. It doesn't matter what gender you are right here, but they definitely view you as someone who is very nurturing and loving, and beautiful on the inside, and most likely out too, you know? And so with this 10 of Cups in reverse, I feel like this is because of this loss, it's blocked. And so they know that you could have given them this beautiful life. They know that you could have given them like all of these beautiful feelings that come with the 10 of Cups upright. And so the fact that it's reversed, I feel like, is because this connection is in separation. So it's blocked off right now as well too. Okay, and so right now we have the Grim Reaper, and we also have Death. These are both the kind of same meanings with this cards, that there was an ending in this relationship and things like that. And I feel like that is what they tell their friends. They're like, no, yeah, no, it's over. Like, we're not going to get back together. And I feel like this is part of that mask though, because they probably say that to their friends, but they definitely want to get back together with you. Everything else in here points to that they want, like a reconciliation with you. They want to work on things with you and stuff like that. So that's really interesting. I thought that was really interesting as well, here. But so, but I feel like they're pretending like this. They're like, on the inside, they feel this Three of Swords, but they're almost like pretending that they don't. And I feel like this could have been part of the problem as well with this connection. You know, they may have like acted like they didn't care enough, more than they actually do. And then so it's almost like it ends up being a form of self-sabotage for this person. You know what I'm saying? And, but look at, we have photograph right here. So like, even though they're telling their friends like, oh, it's done. Like, don't, like, we're not doing that again, whatever. I don't know. I just feel like it's like it's a very egoic thing that they would say like that, you know, just from this energy. But they're still like looking at your pictures. They're constantly replaying old memories in their head. They miss you and all this stuff. And they want to even like make new memories with you. And so that's why this person's energy is it's almost a little bit comical, but I know it's not comical to you because you're actually involved in this situation. It's just comical how what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing here is that how like deeply they really feel, but what they actually put on to the public is like not that at all. So that's why it's a little comical. But other than that, I do feel like this person was they could have been very jealous with this addiction right here too. Like, I feel like I'm really like a little bit obsessed, or, you know, maybe they like thought of you more as like a possession. I mean, and I don't feel like that's how they like truly thought of you. I just feel like they felt so strongly about you, pile 3, that they couldn't even handle it. Like they were very fearful of bad things happening. And honestly, this could have actually been their downfall for some of you. But yeah, but I do feel like maybe this person was very controlling, and their friends maybe were telling them to kind of ease up and like let go of like these control issues and stuff like that. But I don't think this person listened at all. I feel like this person was kind of stubborn, but yeah, so we have passion here too. And so, and I'm really pulled to the saying. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This 10 of Cups is telling me that they did not allow their heart to open up and sing with joy. And it's because, again, of this fear. They had fears around, having such a beautiful love and having someone that they felt so passionate about, because sometimes people, when they need to heal like past wounds, they literally can't open up and accept something as beautiful as you, pile 3, because they are so afraid of losing it. So what they do is they already accept that worst outcome of losing you, and because that is the only thing that their brain can register as safe. It's like, okay, if we don't have it, then we can't lose it, and we don't have to go through that loss, and we don't have to go through that pain. But this 3 of Swords is saying that really backfired, and they're going through that loss and they're going through that pain. And so it's very ironic, but I feel like this is something that maybe they needed. I don't want to say, I say that lightly because I want to be compassionate for, what you two are going through. But it's like, sometimes I feel like this is almost that energy too of like, to learn that you appreciate the good things that you have before they're gone. Like maybe this person needed to do that as well. Also here too with finances and career, I do feel like they feel bad. They were telling their friends that they want to offer you some sort of stability, and they feel bad about that. That they don't have that right now. That could have actually caused maybe some arguments in this connection. Maybe you wanted them to step up to the plate and maybe be able to provide for you, or maybe you were providing for them. Whatever the case is, it shows clearly that there was some financial issues that caused some problems here, and they do regret that, and I do feel like they express that to their friends a lot. And the fact that we have this unconditional love right here means that they, no matter what has happened, they still like always will love you. I feel like they're attracted to you, and it just feels like they just can't handle these strong feelings right now. And it's really interesting. What else? I was going to say something else too. Oh yeah, so the Hierophant here, I mean, again, that's like long-term commitment and thing like that, but the Hierophant to me also represents spiritual lessons, and this is a spiritual path and a spiritual connection. We do have past life relationship here, which means that you guys have done this in multiple lives, and I feel like, you've taught each other so many different things and learned so many different things, and I feel like this relationship has really, really skyrocketed both of your guys' growth and made you learn a lot of things about yourself, maybe it's about self-worth and boundaries and things like that as well too, is something that is very significant here. And the passion, I feel like, is really just undeniable. That kind of is like a clue a lot of the times too. If there's been so much stuff that has happened within a connection, like chaotic stuff or whatever, but you just still find yourself so magnetically drawn to somebody, or so passionate about someone, even though like on paper, if you're like, this isn't like normally like what I would put up with or what I would normally do, I just feel like, to me, that's like a clue that this person is here for reasons, and that you've known each other, and this is a divine counterpart of some sort for you, because it's like, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, you're like, oh, I still love you and I hate you for it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's kind of like that energy, but I feel like that's more on like your end. Maybe their end too. I feel like their end is a little bit more confused. I feel like they do go to their friends a lot for advice, but I don't feel like they give the full story. I feel like they may they may, because we do have mask here, I feel like they might point out things that don't need to be pointed out, and I feel like they also might leave out some clues or some things, you know what I'm saying? Like they almost kind of like make it to where they don't seem as bad as they are. And I felt that, I don't know, that could be kind of normal, you know. But for the most part, this person is definitely feeling a heartache here. I feel like they express that to their friends a lot. I feel like they go to their friends for advice, and they just express how much that they feel for you, and how much that they wish they could provide for you, and how much they do actually love you, whether they show that or not. I feel like with this photograph here, so I pulled this one from the bottom of the deck because I felt called to it after I got done shuffling the other ones. And so what that tells me is that's kind of something that they leave out as well too. Like they're like, they might put on this front where like they act like they're like okay, or like they're going with it or whatever the case is, and then they pull out their phone and they're like checking your social medias, or they're like looking at pictures of you guys and things like that. It's cute, but it's funny. I don't want to keep saying it's funny, but like, I mean, it kind of is, because this person is like, so like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about, okay, so I feel like with the Empress right here, they just feel they feel you're so abundant and so loving, and I feel this is almost like sexual energy too. Maybe at one point in time you guys talked about having kids together, because the Empress can also represent birth and pregnancy and things like that. And especially with the Hierophant here, you guys have probably talked about marriage and things like that too. So the fact that this was such an intense connection with all of this and stuff, I feel that it kind of is going back to this, and it's very sad for this person as well. I mean, we do have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck too. So this person is definitely feeling it. And yeah, and I feel like addictions maybe could have been a problem here, and that could have been not even just codependency. For some of you, that could have been like literal addictions, like substances or drinking and things like that, that could have affected this person's judgment and affected this connection for some of you as well. But let's go ahead and get some more channeled messages here. Okay, so can you tell me some more messages that this person feels about pile 3, or tells their friends about pile 3? You make me feel things. So yeah, this person has had to definitely feel things that they are not used to feeling, whether that be heartache, or that just be this passion and these emotions that are so overwhelmingly strong that they didn't know how to handle it as well. And so that kind of just comes in clarification for that. Any other messages here? Okay. So they have, I want to be alone, and you deserve better than me. Oh, pile 3. Yeah, so we do, I mean, I do feel like this person is trying to work on themselves for the most part. And I feel like they want to be the person that you can rely on, and they want to be a person that you need. And so with that, I feel like there's almost comes some really hard self-judgment and some shame around what they have to offer, especially with this finances and careers. And so maybe because of that, they kind of hide away from themselves, from you, and from others, and from themselves, because they do feel this sense of shame around not being able to give you what you truly deserve. Yeah, this person definitely does not feel worthy. Okay, so you deserve better than me, and then we have I don't deserve you. So this person, like, subconsciously knows, and this could have been because of actions. Like, this honestly sounds like this could be like their higher self right now saying that this person just isn't able to offer you what you truly deserve. And I know that is so hard to hear, especially when this is the person that you want the most. And so I feel like this person is trying to work on themselves. And so I feel like this person also does need to work on their self-worth. And I feel like when they do work on their self-worth, this will come with better actions and better choices as well. When you have a high self-worth, you don't usually do the same things that you did when you didn't have much self-worth, And so yeah. That makes me sad. But maybe this person, like, honestly, right now too, like, from their actions and from the things that they've done and whatever's happened in this past, like, maybe they really just don't deserve you. Pile 3, maybe you really truly do deserve better than this other person. So it's not just about waiting around for them to be what you need. I feel like there's a message here of knowing what it is that you truly deserve and what you're willing to give in your connections. If you're willing to receive that same kind of love as well, I feel like you should have a love that's equal to the love that you give, if not more. And I feel like this is maybe a message right here too. I definitely feel like this person would never, maybe they have said that to you, like, you do deserve better than me, but I do feel like that this is more of like their higher self. And this person could have commitment issues as well when it comes to this situation. And maybe that is why they say that they want to be alone right now and things like that, because they are very scared of commitment. I'm getting kind of like runner energy, like when it comes to something that they feel so very strongly for, they might run or self-sabotage and things like that. And so I feel like this is kind of manifesting within this. And so this is for you to learn that you deserve someone that is equally, and that doesn't mean that this person is never going to come back or never going to give you what you deserve. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just means that I feel like with the, how I was saying that there's spiritual lessons and things with this Hierophant, I'm saying that this person has like come in into your life with these lessons for you to learn about your self-worth and about what you deserve as well too, as well as on their end, they're learning about how they should treat people and what they can handle, what they can't, and about what they deserve too. Like, they aren't able to open up to this beautiful love because somewhere deep down they feel like they're not deserving as well. And so I can see this, and I'm only saying this because this is an outer perspective. Obviously, it's obviously when you're in it, and especially in the thick of it, it's really hard to feel this way. But I'm kind of just pointing out to you, Pile 3, that I do see that this is something that has caused a lot of growth, and is here for you guys to learn a lot about your own selves, and by having to go through some hard times and some hard lessons. I mean, no relationships are easy, don't get me wrong, but I do feel like this one is specifically had its challenges and has its challenges. I don't feel like it's over. I don't feel like it's impossible. I do feel like the love on both ends is still there very strongly. I just feel like it's just maybe right now things aren't working out the way that you both would like because of these issues, because of this self-worth, or because of maybe one person or you or the other person allowing things that don't align with your true values and things like that. And so yeah. Sorry, I'm like, I feel for you, Pile 3. I really do. Okay, so let's get some more channeled messages. Any other messages coming through? What's up? Be aware of who you surround yourself with. So this one kind of has a double meaning, okay? So I feel like this is also like, be aware of who you allow into your life, pile 3, about who has your best interest at heart and all of that sort of stuff. But also I feel like, because this is a connection that goes a lot deeper than you and this other person may even realize, or maybe maybe you realize it now, but like, or have realized that this person's higher self is around you already. So even if you are separate, I feel like this person's higher self is always with you and is trying to guide you and make you choose the best choices, even if that choice is to stay away from that person for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a bigger perspective and a bigger picture here, and things going on that, you know, not you or this person could literally see right now. And so that this could have bigger meanings and things like that. Okay, so that's a lot. Okay, so we have 444. You are on your path and being guided. I can feel your love. Yeah, so you guys are definitely connected, stronger than you think. And I feel like maybe this is here for telling you too, that if you feel like there's a reason or there's something more than, or you're really frustrated, actually, let me rephrase that. Spirit's telling me to rephrase that. If you're really frustrated that you can't get this person off your mind, and that you feel like it's been maybe a certain amount of time and you're like, this is ridiculous, like I can't stop thinking about this person. Well, this is kind of validation that this person is thinking about you the same way. We did have like the photograph oracle as well too, so constantly looking at you. So you and this person have a cord that is I feel very strong, and the more that you guys feed this cord with this, it pulls and tugs on both of your guys' energy. So you could be minding your own business and you know, thinking that you're like, I'm gonna have a good day, like I'm not gonna think about this person, and then all of a sudden you just find yourself thinking about that person. It's probably because that person's thinking about you too. Okay, so I feel like that it's just something I had to share. We have 999. Something is coming to an end, and this is kind of that world energy too, ending of cycles. Like there needs to be cycles that are completed before you know, new ones can begin. And sometimes that does come with some painful endings. Like I said, I don't feel like this is forever. I don't feel like this connection is over. I still feel like there is some future things. You just have some releasing to do, because every time I do a reading, like I end up like having to burp, and it's because I have, you know, it's a form of releasing. It's just a little embarrassing, but oh well. Okay, so and then I'm not who you think I am. Don't resist change right now. Okay, so I'm not who you think I am. This is the message from Spirit, kind of giving you a little bit of tough love, pile 3. Sometimes we have to look at people for who they truly are, and we have to look at people right now for their actions that they show you, and not who we romanticize them to be, or not the feelings that we have in our heart for this person. Sometimes the feelings that we have in our heart for people tend to blind us for who it is they truly are, and what actions they truly take, and we end up accepting a lot of things that don't need to be accepted, and stuff like that. And so this is really some tough love. It's like look at this person for their actions. And you know, there was some really good advice as well too, especially if you're in a connection where you're very, very attracted to someone. I can't remember who gave me the advice or where I even heard it, but like it really stuck with me. And so what it was is like, okay, so if you're like super, super attracted to this person, and you think that they're like ridiculously good looking, and you find that you allow a lot of things that you wouldn't allow normally, basically the advice was put their actions, like whatever they've done, their actions, place them on someone that you are definitely not attracted to, someone that you could find, like, I guess, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but someone that, you know, you would find, like, I guess, almost repulsing. And it sounds like messed up, but honestly, it works. Like, it works. So, like, put it on someone that you find repulsing in their actions, and would you allow that? And that is something that is, like, so true. And it shows, like, how we can be blinded so easily, you know? Okay, and then like when I say that, the heart ones with the heart ones. And I feel like that's kind of the message with here too. Like, you know, the heart may be blinding you to this person's actions and how they're perceiving themselves as well too. And that is kind of comes with that self-worth type of energy. 555, don't resist change right now. You could be seeing all these angel numbers as well too. These could all be significant, or maybe just one. But yeah, don't resist change right now. I feel like the more you resist this change within this connection, the more you're kind of prolonging you and this person's growth, if that makes sense. All I want to do is hold you. Oh my gosh. And then we have right here, I want you in my arms. This person really does. Cuddling must have been very significant in this connection. This person really does love you and want to hold you. And I feel like this person does feel really safe with you too, though. Oh my gosh. And we have in a past life too. Look at all these synchronicities, guys. Past life relationship. In a past life. So yeah, that's again confirmation that this connection goes a lot deeper than you and this person thought. And then the last one we have is it needed to end. And I feel like again, it's this energy right here too. Wow, look at all these synchronicities. But it needed to end in order to begin, you know, to begin another cycle and to grow. And I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to be realized with this ending as well. Like I said, I don't think it's over. And I don't think that this person is just going to forget about you and get over it. This is not that type of connection. Obviously, this goes way deeper and there's way more passion involved than you probably even realize, because it doesn't seem like this person does tell their true feelings a lot. So, yeah, so I don't really think you have anything to worry about. I just feel like this is just part of the process here for you in this connection. So I really hope it gets better. I hope it works out for you, pile 3. I'm going to leave this reading here. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another reading. And I'll see you again. Bye. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this Crescent Moon Swan Jasper and the Tarot in Wonderland, then these messages are for you. So let's go ahead and get straight into it and see what your person tells their friends about you. Okay, so what do they say to their friends about pile 4? Okay, so the first card we have is the 5 of Cups. We have the Tower. We have the Hanged Man. We also have Strength. Oop, that's way too many. All right, we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil in reverse. Okay, and I pulled some oracles as well. So let's go ahead and see what we have. We have Honeymoon, Calling in Your Soulmate, Retreat, Sunglasses, Lightning, Palm Tree, and Seduction. Okay. Pile 4. So there's been some events here that have happened that have really shifted this connection. And I feel like it's something happened that was significant that really caused some changes, and some fast changes and some powerful changes. The fact that we have the Tower here and then we also have Lightning, It means that there was some kind of shocking news or some kind of significant event that happened here that had really shifted this connection as well. Okay, so with the Five of Cups here, I definitely see that this person tells their friends that they do feel some kind of loss. I feel like this almost might be a little bit of like a depression type of energy, especially because we have the Four of Cups in reverse too. And we also have retreat, so it's time to disconnect from the world. So this person may be they're feeling very sad over something or very depressed. And I feel like with this hangman right here too, they're feeling like they have no choice in this matter. Like they're kind of just stuck with these circumstances and they're kind of just hanging there. And also with strength too, if this person is not reaching out to you, or maybe this is just in general, that I do feel like it's taking like everything in them to not express this. And also maybe even with their friends, maybe they don't tell their friends everything, and it's taking like it's causing them to have a lot of strength by like holding themselves back right now. And that could also be like with this connection too. I do feel like with this calling in your soulmate, this person asks about you constantly, and that's kind of also with this sunglasses energy, like watching you, looking, and maybe even this has to do with this hangman kind of energy, like seeing things from a different perspective at this time right now too. And I feel like also that makes sense, because if they are asking their friends about you, or they're asking your friends for advice, this is something they're trying to get a completely different perspective. And I feel like this is something that their friends do have to offer at some point in time. But they definitely tell their friends like how happy you make them with this honeymoon, that when they are with you, or they're like spending time with you, they just feel like this like sense of joy, and they feel like it's so that your energy is so beautiful, and that they just feel like on top of the world with you. So maybe that is why, if there is something that has happened within this connection, that is why they might be feeling this kind of depression and stuff. And also like I said, with this calling in your soulmate, this person like asks about you. It literally says like your prayers, affirmations, and your visualizations help bring them together. So like they ask about you. I feel like they ask spirit about you, like they pray for you, or they pray for you to like come back, I guess, for some of you, or like they pray for you to just give them a chance. I'm not exactly sure, because it's interesting, and I feel like it could be different for a lot of you, but definitely they're asking about you. They're trying to get you to see them or in some different type of light here, I guess. Maybe that's how they want their friends to see them too, is like in a different kind of light, or to see you in a different kind of light. It's really interesting. The palm tree is really interesting to me, that the fact that this came out, because I feel like this is a card that they feel like you do give them some stability. But I love palm trees, because you know how like everyone usually talks about the oak tree, like this is what they probably say, that you've probably been with this person and you worked through a lot of different things, and that has maybe caused you to be flexible. What I was talking about the oak tree and things like that, is everyone usually refers to, they say like be strong like an oak tree, or they always refer to oak trees and things like that. But a palm tree is something that is very significant too, like because an oak tree couldn't survive in the tropical climates that palm trees usually survive in, because the oak tree is very strong and sturdy and things like that, but it's only strong and sturdy until it's not, until it cracks and it breaks. But the palm tree doesn't crack and break in that same way, because the palm tree is very flexible. So I feel like that is very significant to what they tell your friends about you, because they tell their friends that you are very durable, I guess, that you are strong, and you've probably been through a lot of things, okay? And that has made you so strong. We do have strength there too, so that makes sense as well. But and you're able to adapt in different types of situations, and you're able to go through maybe some things that most people would even not be able to handle. So they really do commend you on that as well. They do. With the seduction here too, I feel like they get a little nervous about you, pile 4. I feel like they think that you're very attractive and that you have this beautiful charisma, and that might make them a little bit insecure. So they might think that you are just seducing all these other people. Now, I don't think that you go out there and you seduce a bunch of other people. I think that maybe you just have a really beautiful magnetic energy, and like you can't help it, you know? And so this is something that they probably talk to their friends about. Like that was like an insecurity here, that they think that you maybe are a little bit flirty and stuff like that. And like I said, it's not your fault. That could just be your personality. And they also do like flirting with you as well too. I feel like they think you're very attractive, and I don't know if they tell their friends this. Maybe their friends ask, like, if you guys like are intimate or something like that. I don't know. Like, that's weird too, and especially the way I said that, that's weird. But hey, you know, people talk about, if they're good friends, people open up and they say a lot of things. So maybe they talk about your guys's, you know, sex life or whatever. I hope that it's not in like a vulgar way, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's like good talk, but you know, they could. Anyways, with this devil in reverse here too, I do feel like this person is very attracted to you in almost an addicting way, and it's also something that I feel that they're trying to work on as well. Maybe whatever has happened, you know, this significant event, for some of you, maybe this is causing them to heal from that, or to learn that, or maybe to ease up a little bit when it comes to maybe being so possessive over you. That could definitely be the case too. But I do feel like this connection is on an upheaval of some sort too. So I do feel like, you know, that you guys are both going through some changes and some transformations that will benefit both of you guys in the future, whether that be together or on your own, whatever the case is. I do feel like this is causing a lot of growth. I do want to let's go ahead and just get some channeled messages. Can you tell me a little bit more about how this person feels about what they say about pile 4 to their friends? I feel whole with you. Oh. I'm also getting like really hot right now, like ridiculously hot, and that never happens. And so I feel like maybe this is how maybe you make them like nervous, and so they get really like hot with you, or they think you're really hot, or like you just heat them up, if that makes sense. I feel like it's more metaphorical than like actually like physically getting hot. But yeah. Anyways, I feel whole with you. So definitely that's so sweet. They feel like you complete them. I feel like that's kind of like with this honeymoon energy too. Enjoy the bliss together. Like they do feel complete with you. It's almost like you're like their other half. And I feel like you make them stronger as well too. Ooh, so we have past life, and we have you deserve better. Okay, so if this person like was, you know, maybe a little bit player energy, and maybe with this seduction too, I mean, I didn't know for sure, so I don't want to say it, but if this person is very flirtatious and really can't commit to you the way that you want. And this is only if this is resonating with that. Okay. So if that's not the case here, then you don't have to take it. But this is obviously something. So this is like, this person feels like they messed up in some sort of way, and that you deserve better, that you didn't deserve that, or you didn't deserve what you got. And that could have been with this, news and this information that, you know, that you just received, and so they know that you didn't deserve that, and like, so it doesn't have anything to do with your self-worth. And whatever this was, just please don't take it personal. I feel like this was something that was kind of significant, that was maybe very painful for you, and this could have been in the past too. But the fact that we have past life here means that this person and you have gone back for a lot longer than you probably have realized, or maybe you have realized it, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is a connection that is a lot deeper than surface level, you know, what meets the eye. And I feel like you guys might know that. You might have some information. I mean, you might literally like already have some knowledge about that because of how you feel and what you've gone through and things like that. Obviously, with past life connections, you can tell that there's something deeper going on here. But yeah, so you and this person have done this before and been together in many lives. And so I feel like this is kind of maybe about learning certain things. And obviously, I mean, I personally believe when we reincarnate into different lives, a lot of the time we switch roles, we switch places, or like if someone say like this person did you dirty in in your past life or whatever, then you guys reincarnate together, and then it's like the opposite, because the karmic scales always have to be balanced. And so I'm not saying like if this person did you dirty, I'm not saying you did them dirty in a past life. All I'm saying is that past life connections, you know, and leading up to now, you usually end up going through some ish. And so that kind of maybe another validation if you guys have been through some ish. And it does make you stronger though, and it's not, and trust me, they're not easy, and I do feel for you, and it's sometimes is this stuff that you hear or stuff that goes on is so painful, and that's why I feel like that you don't deserve, or you deserve better than me, is coming out, because you have to realize that you don't deserve these things that happen to you, that or it's not personal as well too. Like if say this person did have a third party situation or whatever, it's not because you weren't enough, pile 4. So I really, if that's the case here, I really need you to believe that, and I need you to know that whatever this person was doing is only a reflection of them. It has nothing to do with your worth. It's not because you were doing anything wrong. It's not because you weren't there enough, or you weren't supportive enough. No. That none of that is true. Those are just things that people say to get the blame off them. And so I really want you to know that, okay? All right, any more messages from this deck before we get the other channel messages? Oh, geez. I am in despair. Oh, and then at the bottom we have you are my soulmate. Okay. So this 4 of Cups and this 5 of Cups was not lying here. This person really is going through some kind of emotional loss with you, or with whatever they've done. Because of this double energy, they've been through a lot of self-sabotage. I feel like within this connection, they may have caused this. This is maybe some of that energy of like, you made your bed, now lie in it. I was gonna say dug your grave. Made your bed, now lie in it type of energy. And they want you to know that if you feel like they don't care, or they're not feeling it, they are definitely feeling it. And this is kind of that depressive energy that I was saying. I was thinking that maybe this person is a little bit depressed. Oh, also, that's so cute though. I mean, I don't know if this should happen or whatever, but we have you are my soulmate at the bottom, and then we have calling in your soulmate. So they are trying to manifest you back, or manifest you or whatever. And obviously, you know, use your discernment. I feel like you know better, pile 4, than to just go if things haven't changed. But with this Tower right here, and this also this Shock, which is like the Tower version of that Oracle deck, they are going through a lot of changes. They are very probably uncomfortable right now with these changes, and they're not very satisfied, but I feel like this is something that they need. And yeah, I do feel like they are very depressed. They are very sad. And despair is a powerful word. I never use that word, but I'm like, that is crazy. But we can tell with this, and then I feel like they do tell their friends to an extent about this, but also it's like retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like they do feel very disconnected from their friends and their social life and things right now, probably just because they're trying to process all of these emotions that they're going through at this time. It's very interesting, very sad. So we have my power is at an all-time high. And we just don't work. I'm sorry. Okay, so what this... my power is at an all-time high is really a message for you about taking your power back. And that, you know, that you're not powerless to this situation. And maybe this person isn't powerless to the situation as well, even though they might feel like it. And we just don't work, I'm sorry, is kind of this very melancholy attitude that they're having right now. They're kind of looking at this situation and looking at life right now through the eyes of that it's very pessimistic. Okay, so I feel like this is them coming out and saying these pessimistic things because they're not in their best mind right now. And I feel like maybe they think that you took the power back for some of you too with this. My power is at a all-time high. Interesting. Let's get a couple more here. I can't stop thinking about you. Keep going. You've got this. Maybe in the next life. Oh my gosh, we had all that past life stuff too. So it's like, they're like, if it doesn't work in this life, then maybe in the next one. Maybe we'll get it right one of these lifetimes. That's interesting. I can't stop thinking about you is definitely this. And I feel like because we just don't work, I'm sorry. And with all this kind of like dissatisfied, depressive, melancholy energy, I feel like they're constantly thinking about what went wrong. And that's maybe something that they need to work on too. They need to work on shifting their perspective and shifting their focus on positive thinking, or maybe just trying to see the good in things instead of just, but right now I feel, honestly, I don't want to be like, inconsiderate to their feelings, because right now they might be going through a lot of emotions and a lot of things that just, they have to process as well. So, so we have, I can't put into words how you make me feel. Yeah, I don't feel like this person is really able to express how they truly feel to you right now. Maybe I don't even feel like they're able to express how they truly feel about their friends right now. I feel like they have a lot of things that they're still processing and they're not able to. And then that's why we have this retreat. It's time to step away from the world right now. And I feel like that's something that they probably need to do and that they need to be. But hopefully they feel better soon. I don't know exactly what's happening. And hopefully you feel better soon as well too about this, because I do feel like this is something that is very, very sad to them, and they're very depressed right now. It's very sad, but I do feel like it was, we have justice at the bottom too, so that maybe is something that they deserved. I don't want to go too far. Justice is almost like, it's also like karma though too. And then we have the devil right here in reverse too. So maybe this is again their actions catching up with them for some of you. But I keep going. You got this is a good message to end this on, actually, because this is like whatever you guys are going through, it's very healing, and you guys are strong enough to get through this regardless. And so this is kind of like spirit saying, like, just keep going. Like, I promise you it's going to get better, and it will get better. Pile 4. So yeah, I'm going to leave this message here. Please like and subscribe so you never miss another one, and I'll see you again on the next pick a card. Bye.